Good afternoon. It's Monday, February the 1st. I'm back out in the reading nook after a bit of a gap due to weather and shortage of parcels being delivered, but I've had some, so I'm going to do some more unboxings here in the nook with a cup of tea, more breakfast tea, more biscuit tea. So let's get to it. So here we go, second parcel, quite well taped down. See if I can find a way into it without injuring myself. Okay, so just yeah, it's so well taped down. It is kind of just trying not to. There we go. That's it. Right. So this is a rough guide to Glamour. There's a fantastic illustration of the city on the back, a view of Glamour from the southeast. Okay, so this was published quite a while ago by the Reaching Moon Megacorp, and it is it's not. I don't think it's the. This booklet is designed primarily to be useful background for Reaching Moon Megacorp's Life of Moonson freeform. So it's an expansion. It's basically based upon a freeform in which characters swirled around the Emperor of the Lunar Empire in his last days. Here we go. We've got basically a gazetteer of the city. Now, if this is looking familiar to you, it will be no surprise, especially if you've been looking on the content on the Johnstown Compendium on drivethrurpg.com. Johnstown Compendium is the community content program for RuneQuest, 13th Age Glorantha, and Quest Worlds. And this is essentially designed for fans and amateur writers and to create their own content and publish it and make it available to sell for others to enjoy. And there is a lot of good content on there, and it includes an updated version of this book. There is a lot of artwork and so on in here that will be familiar to people who have purchased the updated version of this and expanded. It's a very nice hardback. It's got lots of interesting content. I have reviewed it, so you will find a review of that book on my blog. I've picked this up for purely, basically to add it to my collection and for historical reasons. And this essentially what you've got in here is, let's have a look. Just going through essentially first inspirations, basically your first visit to Glamour, and it's going to be an interesting addition to a campaign I'm already in which a Dutch rock band go to Glamour. So we've got a complete gazetteer, map of the city, which nicely complements, the image here on the back. We get on to local length gazetteer. You've got about 90 places described. You've got a rough guide to Glamour, getting there, visas, red tape, getting around, and so on. Beginning there. You have a guide to speaking Emporian, like good, tending towards the benefit of the Empire, plus good, beneficial to the Empire. Very Orwellian. Greg Stafford contributes lunar dart competitions. Essentially, basically, here we go. Okay. Basically, yeah. You've got a recent history, and description of an expedition mounted by the Empire, the Calicos expedition. A list of the very important people. So from Moonson, the Red Empire down, and it's interesting that in the more recent version, parallels have been drawn with certain celebrity figures. If you've seen the cover, you'll know what I mean. Basically, the Lunar Empire and the 6 dependencies and surrounds. You've got a brief history. The Lunar Pantheon, a guide by Greg Stafford with Nick Brooke and Sandy Peterson. There we go. And yeah, there's quite a lot in here. All the way back to the story of the Red Goddess. Then basically a piece of fiction by Michael O'Brien. Mob. So that's a rough guide to Glamour. Goes into my collection. I will have a read through this. I'm not going to review this because I really kind of covered it with a review of the updated version. But in the meantime, thank you for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've liked this, please click the button down below. If you've got any feedback, any comments, I always take the time to read them. And if you want to see more, do subscribe. Thanks for watching.